what has happened here? Holy Hey guys, the Wood Craftsman here. What you're seeing here is actually me rearranging the shop here a little bit. I'm actually doing the miter saw station right now, so doing some major house cleaning, actually just throwing a bunch of scrap, tossing a bunch of stuff I haven't used in a while, and stuff I didn't even know I had, so my rule is get rid of it. So anyways, yeah, it's just a kind of a brief introduction to this miter saw project. I am actually using my existing miter saw fence. However, I've actually fastened it to a new workbench I had custom built by a local welding shop for me, and actually permanently mounted to the table, and I've got some nice adjustments to help get it all nice and square and everything. So it is kind of a mess right now, but this is just the intro to it, and I'll actually show you once I'm all said and done. There's a couple things that I have to do in preparation for this I didn't take an accountability for, so I'm going to have to act quick on that. But let me just show you here the stands. So this is the in-feed side, be the right side, and I just got the 4-foot fence in here. And what I actually did was this fence actually had in the bottom, in the extrusion, they already had a T-notched for a 1/4-inch nut, or a 1/4-inch bolt actually. And I had bought some, it's 1.5 by 3 extruded angle, and I think I got like a 48-inch chunk, and I cut 5.5-inch pieces, and I drilled holes that line up with these T-tracks. And then also that'll go into the T-slot on this 1010 aluminum extrusion. So now I can move this back and forth, and I got a little bit of raising and lowering a little bit if I need it, but I shouldn't because I'm going to have these tables level. But that's my permanent mounting solution. So originally this company, which was I think called the Saw Helper, they had made a mounting kit to mount a workbench, but they're out of business, so it doesn't exist anymore. So I just kind of fabricated my own here. So, and I got some caps to go on the front here. So this is the in-feed side, and here's the back side of the outfeed, or the actual dimensioning side. The back is facing us right now, but anyways, I did not set the camera up to record this, just for the simple reason I just didn't have any room to work set aside, you know, let alone actually trying to set up a camera to capture what was going on. Plus I did a lot of engineering as I was doing this. So like I said, I had the metal frames made up by a local welding shop. It's 1.5 square. I think he called it 16 gauge tubing. It's actually pretty light for the most part. And then he had welded in a plate with a nut in the bottom to accept these leveling feet, because I want this to be level so that way my tables line up nicely. And then I'll insert a picture here as far as how the miter saw itself sits. So you can see here how the two halves go together. I've got the miter saw tying the two sections together. And the miter saw is sitting a little bit lower for a couple of reasons. Number one, this is an older Makita miter saw. I've had it for about 11 years here. We've had really good luck with it. Thinking about maybe upgrading to the new Bosch AccuGlide, just because this saw has had a lot of use on it. It cuts pretty accurate for the most part, but not as accurate as the Bosch AccuGlides, I guess. I got 2 people I know of that have them that just absolutely love them. And the other thing is this particular saw is actually taller than the fence, so I had to recess the saw a little bit. And with this leveling feature that I've incorporated, it was just easier for me to drop the table a little bit down lower than normal, and then use these threaded bolts and nuts to level the saw out. Actually, it's a really slick idea. But yeah, here you can just see the overall view of how the fence will get set up. And the next thing is now is to actually finish cleaning off the wall where this is going to go and start moving everything back into place. The one thing I need to do yet is redo the dust hood for this miter saw station, so that'll be I'll probably do that after I get these stations set in place. I will keep adding to this video the more I get into it. I've got a friend of mine coming tomorrow morning sometime. He's taking some of my old stuff. He's going to take that cabinet along with those other cabinets there and put them in his hobby shop, and he's going to take a bunch of scrap with him too. I got a bunch of cut-offs here and everything. And it just kind of reminded me of, I think it was Pop's Cabinet Shop had commented once before one of my videos talking about a clean and dirty shop. And this is one of the dirtiest I've ever seen in my own shop, but it's a work in progress just because I'm trying to get everything rearranged and moved. Now's the time to do a good house cleaning. I will keep adding to this video as I progress through this project. Alright.